Hi there, I'm Kathie Kramer Ryan, founder of Arroyo Fundraising. One of the things I love doing is to share with you some of the fundraising tips that I've learned in my 15 years of frontline fundraising work with nonprofit organizations. Today I'll be talking about donor-centered fundraising, specifically what you can do to be donor-centered in your work. To start us off, what does being donor-centered really mean? Well, as the term implies, donor-centered means putting your donors at the center of everything you do, meaning everything your organization does. Let's dig into this a bit. Here are some examples of how to be donor-centered. Your fundraising strategies are built around your donors' interests. Be sure your strategies include donor cultivation so you are building a relationship with your donor. Building a relationship will, of course, help you to learn what specifically about your work and mission interests your donor. Another way to be donor-centered is to be sure that your fundraising appeal letters and thank you letters are written for your donor. These letters should talk less about your organization and more about the impact of your donor's gift. Another donor-centered approach, your newsletter focuses on donor impact. Newsletters are a great place to share stories about how a donor's gift is making a difference and helping you to meet your mission. Your meetings with donors focus on what your donors would like to do. Face-to-face meetings are one of the best cultivation tools. Be sure to use open-ended questions to get your donor talking about their interests and their personal connection to your work. These are just a few examples of how to practice donor-centered fundraising. Too often, nonprofit organizations focus all of their energy explaining how great they are. Don't get me wrong, you certainly want to share information about your organization, but it's important to frame this information in terms of donor impact. To wrap up, I encourage you to think about how donors are impacting your organization and how you can best communicate these stories to keep your donors engaged. If these tips are helpful and you'd like to receive more tips in your email every week, just go to my website, arroyofundraising.com, and sign up. You'll also receive Conquer Your Fear, a step-by-step guide about how to ask for money. If you're already part of my email community, thank you. Until next time, try these tips. I believe they'll lead you to success in your fundraising adventures.